for this shell stitch, I'm going to be using two different yarns. I'm going to be using my white Stylecraft Special DK and my Hayfield Spirit this is the shade Sundown. So the shell stitch looks equally as nice in a single colour as well, but I just wanted to do it with a variegated yarn and a white because I really like the effect that gives. So you can use any yarn and any size hook that you like. It will work with right up to the super chunky yarns, so you can use literally anything you like. So to start, you want to obviously start with your slip knot as always, and if you're not sure how to do that, just nip and check out my beginner series, and I have a nice slow tutorial to show you how to do that. Now for this particular stitch, you want to work your foundation row as a multiple of 6. So this will be the width of your project. So as long as you like, but make sure it is a multiple of 6. So you want to yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. And so if you want to carry that on now until you get to your desired width. So I've done quite a long chain purely because this isn't just a sample piece, I am actually doing this as a proper baby blanket. So for those of you that are interested, with my 4mm hook I have done a chain of 96, and I'm going to class this as sort of a baby basket / pram size blanket. So once you've completed your foundation chain, you then want to add an additional 2 chains to the end. So no matter how many you did, you need to add 2 more onto the very end. We're then going to start working our way back along, and we're going to start by doing a UK double crochet. So in the US this will be your single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So you never count the one that's on your hook. So this is number 1 and then this is number 2. So you want to do a double crochet into there. So you want to pop your hook in, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 2 loops on your hook and yarn over, pull through both loops, and that is your first UK double. You then want to skip 2 chains, so we're going to skip this one and this one, and into this third chain we're going to do 5 treble crochets. So that's UK treble, in the US this is your double. So you want to yarn over and you're going to skip those 2 stitches, and into the third we're going to do 5 trebles. So you want to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 3 loops. You then want to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is 1 treble crochet. So you now want to do 4 more, so yarn over, insert back into that very same chain space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 trebles. So now a third, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 2 more, all into this very same chain space. So that there now is my 5 trebles. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You then want to pull this shell down. So again you want to skip 2 stitches. So we're going to skip 1 and 2, and then into this third chain we're going to do a double. So again you want to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both, and that just pulls the shell down to the foundation chain. And then you want to skip 2 chains again, so 1 and 2, and then 5 trebles into the third chain. That's 1, yarn over and insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2 trebles, 3, 4, and 1 final treble, 5. And then again you want to pull it down, so you want to skip 2 chains and do a double crochet into the third. So yarn over and pull through both. So that there is 2 shells now. So you're going to repeat that all the way along doing your skip 2, 5 trebles, skip 2 and a double. And you're going to do that all the way to the end, and that is where I will meet you in just a second. So I've just completed my last 5 trebles here, and then I've got 3 stitches left, which is correct because I want to skip over 2 as normal, and into that very last chain I'm going to do a double crochet. Now if you're changing colours here like I am, you will stop with the 2 loops on your hook and we will change colour. However, if you were sticking with the one colour, you would complete your double and then you would chain 1 and turn. But because I am going to change colour, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull up, and I'm going to stop with my 2 loops. I'm going to grab my new colour and I'm going to just pull that new colour through those last 2 loops, and then I'm going to do a chain 1, but that doesn't count as a stitch, it is purely to secure the colour change. I'm going to snip off my white, and then I'm going to tie the 2 tail ends together. So I'm actually going to do a double knot, and I know that that is nice and secure. So that little chain we didn't count as a stitch, it was just to secure that colour change. I'm going to chain 1 and then we're going to turn, and now we've got a full shell here which rises up, and so we need to fill this gap here, and to do that we're going to do a half shell. So we're going to be working into the very base of the stitch we've just come up from. I'm going to be working into this stitch just here, and we're going to do 3 treble crochets. You're going to yarn over, insert into the base of the stitch where we've just come up from, making sure that you catch both loops, which will be in your previous colour, so mine are in the white. Yarn over and pull up and complete your treble. So that is 1 treble, 2 trebles and a final one, and that is our 3 trebles, so that's our half shell. We're then going to go to the centre treble from our shell, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So our centre treble is this stitch just here, so you'll be skipping 2 like normal, but just so you know, it will be your centre treble, and you're going to insert your hook again, making sure that you've got the whole of the top of the stitch, and you're going to do a double. So just yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through both. We then want to work into the dip, and now we're going to do a full shell stitch. So you're going to be working it into the top of the double crochet from the previous row. So you can see my trebles here, and then this stitch just here is my double crochet. So we're going to do my 5 trebles. I'm going to yarn over, insert into the top of that double crochet, and I'm going to do 5 trebles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, all into that same stitch. And then again we're going to skip 2 stitches and do a double crochet into our centre treble from our previous shell. So yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see we've got our half stitch, our half shell, and then a full shell. And then again you're going to jump across 2 stitches and work a full shell into the top of that double crochet. So yarn over, insert into that double crochet and do your 5 trebles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and again you're going to jump over, so you're going to skip 2 and do a double crochet into the top of that middle treble, And you're going to continue that all the way along, and then I will meet you as you get back towards the other end and we will complete our final few stitches together. So I've completed my final full shell into the dip just here, and I've done my double into my third treble along. So now we want to finish on a half shell again, because you can see obviously we've got the dip that our final shell from the last row created, and so we want to work a half shell. So we want to do 3 trebles again. So we're going to skip 2 stitches as normal, so we're going to skip the top of this treble and the top of this one, and then the double, which is this stitch just here after your 2 stitches, this one just here, you want to work your 3 trebles. So you want to yarn over, skip your 2 stitches and insert into that final double and do your 3 trebles. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Now if you're changing colour back again, then you won't want to complete that final treble, you will want to wait with your 2 loops left on your hook. However, if you were sticking with the same colour, you will complete your treble, chain 1 and then turn, and again that's where I'll meet you in a second. But if you're like me and changing colour, you just want to not complete that final treble, you want to stop when you've got your 2 loops. And then again I'm going to bring my white back. I'm going to just pull my new yarn through those last 2 stitches again, and I'm going to do a chain 1, which remember never counts as an actual stitch. So I'm going to snip off my spirit yarn and tie on my white. And so now you want to chain 1 and we're going to turn again. Now obviously we are at the centre treble of our half shell here, so at the very base of where we've just come up from, this stitch just here, we're just going to do a double crochet. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, and yarn over, pull through 2, and that is our double crochet. So now we're going to work our way back across. So we've done our double at the top of our middle treble here, and then we're going to jump across into the top of the double crochet from the previous row. So we're going to skip those 2 stitches as normal and work our 5 trebles into the top of that double from the previous row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and our final treble, and that's 5. And then just in the same way as before, we're going to jump to the middle treble and do a double crochet, and then again skip over 2 stitches and do our 5 trebles into the top of the double crochet from the last row. And in much the same way as the last row, you are just going to continue doing that all the way along, doing your 5 trebles into the top of the double, and then a double crochet into the middle treble. So you're going to skip 2 and do your double into the top of that middle treble, and we're going to do that all the way along again, and I will meet you as you get back to the final section on your row. So I've just done my final full shell into that dip, and then I have my half shell left from the previous row. So again, you're just going to skip those 2 stitches and into the top of that very first treble that we did. So this stitch just here, the top of that first treble, you're going to do a double crochet. So you're going to yarn over and pull up, and again, if you're changing colours here, you will stop with your 2 loops and attach your new colour, or if you're staying with the same colour, you will pull through both chain 1 and turn. So that is literally it for the pattern itself. It's just that 2-row repeat now. So if you want to rewind now, if you want to when I started row 2 with my variegated yarn, and that is the row that you will do next, and then you will repeat row 3, and then again you will go row 2, row 3, row 2, row 3 until your project is as big as you want it to be. So I'll meet you back in just a minute once I've worked up quite a few more rows, just so that you can see the effect that you get the further on you go. So you can see I've worked up quite a few more rows now, so that is how it looks the further on you get. You do get a slight texture as well, so on this side the variegated yarn that I've used almost sticks out a little bit, and if I turn it over then you can see it's the white that is actually giving the texture on this side. So it doesn't matter which side you look at, both of them look equally as nice, but obviously depending which side you look at will depend which colour is most prominent to you. So on this side the white's more prominent, and on this side the coloured yarn is. So I really hope that you've enjoyed the tutorial, and if you have, please remember to give me a quick thumbs up, and as always check out my Instagram and tag me in anything that you make from my videos. But I will see you for another one very soon. Bye!